What's up, movie nerds? What's up, basketball geeks? We get the whole spiel. Let's just not do that stupid shit today. Let's just get into it. Top 10 small forwards in the league. I already did my point guards and shooting guards top 10 videos, so, check those out if you fucking want to. Some people might disagree based on just the positions I have of these players. Like, some people might think that Giannis is a small forward, and maybe for you he is, but I have him as a PF, so he's not going to be on this list. And LeBron is a small forward, so he's going to be on this list, even if he's been playing point guard this season or whatever. Just keep that in mind. At number 10, I have Gordon Hayward. The small forwards list is a hard one because there's actually a lot of deep talent here, and I almost had to leave Hayward off of it. I'm sure if he never suffered his horrible injury, he'd be like a 2 or 3-time All-Star at this point, and he would probably be at the 5 or 6 spot on this list. But he had that injury, and he's injured again, which really sucks because before he went down, he was looking like he was finally back to form, like that all-star Gordon Hayward we all knew. He's averaging 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, and it was helping the Celtics to a very good record, and they're still a very good team without him. But even when he comes back, hopefully he's not too affected by it because he was finally getting that confidence back, and hopefully he can remain in this top 10 list because according to last season, I'm not even sure if he was a top 20 small forward. Sliding in at number 9 is a player I never expected to be this high, which is really just sad when you think about it, in Andrew Wiggins. The debate about is he a bust, the debate about is he finally proving us wrong, the debate about anything with Andrew Wiggins is just really tiring at this point. But he had a very good stretch at the beginning of this season where he was, to put it simply, just dominating. He's currently averaging 25 points and 5 rebounds on the season, which is like the best stats he's ever had. And hopefully he can keep that up and not slide down to even just like 20, because even if that's still pretty good as a second option to Towns, it's still disappointing for the number 1 overall pick with LeBron James kind of expectations that people had for him making that first option superstar money. Number 8, Chris Middleton. Middleton is the perfectly consistent scoring and defending second or third option on a team. At 18 points and almost 6 rebounds, Middleton is there to provide the 4% of the floor that Giannis can't cover, and he does it quite nicely. His game isn't the flashiest, and I don't think he'll ever be a top 5 small forward in the league, probably not even eclipse the number he's at now, but to be a consistent player that can do a little bit of everything is still very impressive. At number 7, I have Brandon Ingram. That is insane. I might be an asshole because I just never had faith in this kid. He just didn't look NBA talent to me. I mean, talented enough to be in the NBA, but not like superstar level. He just never showed me. But you know what? This season, he's shown me. They said he was the next Kevin Durant. He's kind of showing it here. He's got that length and that skinniness to him, and he's balling out the first option on a team, and maybe Zion going down was a huge blessing in disguise for him. Obviously, no one wants to see a superstar or player in general get injured and go down, but being that first option, I think that just kind of naturally made Brandon Ingram's game flow better, and everyone take a look and go, wait a second. But since Zion went down, Ingram emerged as the first option and is thriving, averaging a robust 26 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. So that is just very impressive. I didn't see this coming. I don't think a lot of people saw this much of a leap, even the people that had faith in him. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But it's just going to be interesting when Zion comes back, because now that he is that clear first option, it's going to be weird to see how it all works because Zion was supposed to be the star of the show, like I said. So we'll see if Ingram can keep it up. I don't think he plays off ball that well, like I said, but for now, he is a top 10 small forward at number 7. At number 6 is Jimmy Butler. Jimmy has always been a very hardworking player, one that I personally believe peaked statistics-wise in his final season in Chicago. He was averaging about 23 or 24 points there, and that was the last time he was the first option. Now on the Miami Heat, they're one of the best teams in the league, which is crazy because I said they wouldn't even make the playoffs, so obviously I'm a fucking idiot, but Jimmy is the first option there, although not putting up as many bawdy scoring numbers. Jimmy is averaging 18 points on only 41% from the field, which is pretty bad, but he's also averaging 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Jimmy's an all-around workhorse who's deserving of that 6th spot while also putting a pretty low expectations team on the map. Number 5 will be very controversial, and that is Paul George. It's insane this man was an MVP nominee last year, and I have him as the 5th best small forward in the league, but I'm sure you'll all understand as I continue to go down the list. He's a two-way monster, can give you 25 to 30 points on any given night while also defending the opposing team's best player, and he really doesn't need an explanation at this point anymore. Maybe you want an explanation for the player I have above him, but PG is just so good now. He has become better as a facilitator and rebounder over the past couple of seasons, and he's just solidified himself as one of the best players in the NBA. At number 4, I've got Luka Doncic. This might be a hard sell for some people because I'm not even really sure exactly what position he's listed at. Some might want to consider him a guard, a shooting guard. Some might say a point guard. He's technically like the point guard of the team, the way he facilitates. He's the ball handler. But I'm pretty sure he entered the league listed as a small forward, and he's pretty big, so he's a small forward to me. Regardless, yeah, I think he's better than PG, and no, he's not close to as good of a defender as he is, but it's not that he's lazy defensively, it's just that his lack of athleticism kind of holds him back from being a great defender, and he's still not a good defender, but maybe as the years go on, he can pick up more of that defensive awareness and become a better defender, but it doesn't matter when you're averaging 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists as a second-year player. Luka is legitimately in the MVP race this season. The Mavericks are a top 4 seed, and he's averaging 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. What else do you want me to say? It's incredible, and I honestly would not be surprised if I had him in my top 3 small forwards by the end of the year. That brings us to third place, which is Kawhi Leonard. The 2-time Finals MVP needs no introduction now, as he is so good both offensively and defensively that you could argue he could be a number 2 small forward in the NBA, but I wouldn't fall for it. His load management is kind of a negative for me. It's just like bullshit, which isn't about his game, but that's bullshit. And then his playmaking, although finally at that kind of superstar level of at least 5 assists per game, could still improve. The thing with Kawhi is that it seems like he's not always really locked in during the regular season, kind of like that notion people had with LeBron, how he's just kind of coasting through the regular season. Sometimes he turns it up, sometimes he's just kind of going through the motion until it gets to the playoffs where he really turns it up to another fucking level. And, sure, we still know how good Kawhi is. He's averaging 26 points per game, which is really good still, but I don't know. I mean, Luka's averaging 30. I just think it's not impossible to think Luka will overtake him by the end of the year, especially if he wins MVP. Coming in at second place, I have Kevin Durant. I just can't place Kawhi over KD. As much of a snake as he is, and even though he's injured, he's just simply on another planet, okay? He will go down as the 3rd best small forward of all time. Maybe second if he wins another ring or 2 in Brooklyn, rings that actually matter. Right now, though, I still have him second. Probably, definitely the league's most unguardable player when healthy, and also elite defensively. There's just so much praise that you have to give to Kevin Durant. And finally, at number 1, I've got LeBron James. Fuck everyone that flip-flopped back and forth for the past year because Giannis was playing so good and Kawhi was playing so good and KD was there and LeBron has been overtaken as the best player in the league. People are just so wrapped up in moments and the moment that they seem to forget that LeBron still averaged 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. Okay, Max Kellerman, I don't understand where people just think that he's been overtaken because he's still putting up those numbers. So what? The Lakers didn't make the playoffs. The team was shit. Now the team is good and he is leading them. They're the best team in the league. The first team in the West, best team in the league. LeBron is averaging 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists. That's crazy. This is your washed king, and he's simply still the best player in the league. Thanks for watching. You don't have to, but you do it. And then those that aren't doing it, that's fine, because just smash the like button. Smash the like button. Pretend the like button is me, and you just want to beat the shit out of it. Please punch me in the face. Oh yeah, I'm wearing a Christmas sweater because it's almost Christmas. It's December. Time to get in the spirit. Oh, he's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow.